Shit. Fuck, we got errors. Of course. Okay, now it's fine. Let's make sure we're not on. Is that phone on your Wi-Fi? Maybe you don't like this slide. Switch it. Switch to that. And we're going to switch to that. So you can use your phone over here for me. Doesn't really cut anything. No, on the desktop at least.
I just wanted you to watch me just slowly in a blue your love. I don't even know how the chemistry works when your girls are kicking in the sand, stirring up trouble.
Oh, right here? Alright. Let's start this one. I don't need to get everything. Well, it's not. Good. Yeah. It's fine. Hello, everybody. I am Cory Michaelis, and this.
Hi, I'm Andrew Rivers. We're friends and comedians, and we both have Dry Bar comedy specials.
I mean, kinda. Mine has way more views.
I don't think this is enough distance.
It's plenty. That's like 6 feet, right?
I'd hate to see what you think 6 inches looks like.
I mean, yeah, right? Is that where you do that joke?
I don't know. We usually tour together, but don't worry, if you're familiar with us, we're not going to be showing our asses tonight.
The FCC won't let us be. They insisted that we not take our pants down.
Yeah, but because of the coronavirus, we're not allowed to have crowds of more than 10 people, so comedy is
Kind of dead right now.
It's really
Yeah.
fucked right now.
At first, they said 100 people,
Right.
and I was like, oh my gosh, Andrew can still go on tour,
Yeah.
because there's never been more than 100 people ever to see him.
No.
But instead, we just canceled it all. Comedy clubs canceled on us and other comedians, and now we're just out
Doing a
doing
show.
an online show for
It's
you.
called Inside Jokes, and we're hoping to make you laugh every Friday and hopefully make a little bit of money.
Maybe.
Please?
Please subscribe, like, follow, share wherever you're watching, or join and share his, or vice versa if you're not watching on mine.
We're out of beans.
I'm out of canned kidney beans, my favorite.
Corey's first idea to make money was to start an OnlyFans account. How's that going for you?
It's not super great, which is surprising. The lowest tier, the sweatpants tier,
Yeah.
right, sweatpants, $10.
That's a good deal.
I don't get it.
OnlyFans.com/Cory Michaelis.
Check it out. A lot of people have been coping during the pandemic with humor. I've noticed parents are doing that thing where they replace kids with coworker and make posts.
Okay, so like my coworker pooped his pants today.
Right, or like CPS came and took my coworker. I don't know.
Is that a central government service?
I don't know.
We can't participate in that mean thing. right?
No, like what are you gonna type or write? My coworkers are currently dried up in my socks.
Yeah, you're not gonna write. I've never met my coworkers.
Someday, kids, maybe.
Daddy loves you. Just not that
Not
much.
this daddy.
Yeah. Yeah, there are several ways you can actually donate money. We have a PayPal set up. It's insidejokes@gmail.com, or you can Venmo Andrew J. Rivers and or Corey's thing.
Yeah. You promise to give me some of your money if they go to your Venmo?
Maybe.
All right.
I bought
here's
this thing.
This.
Yeah,
this
it's
helps.
pretty good. It's pretty good.
So this one looks like we're getting married, but you didn't get the one I wanted.
They didn't have the one you wanted.
Well, I was pretty specific about it. I don't understand why. You
Well,
didn't
that's
just
all.
get the
That's
one
all
that
they.
I wanted.
That's all they had.
I guess it's fine, but it's not like the one I asked for. So.
Sounds like we're already married.
So what is the format
This is a
of
good question.
this show?
I don't know what we're doing.
We don't know. We're just going to tell some jokes later on. We'll do some stand-up. But we do want to chat with
Yes.
people. We want to engage and interact with you, so please leave comments and ask questions.
We've got an
and,
Ask the Audience segment where
oh,
we
yeah,
want
that's
to
a good
know
idea.
what is on your apocalypse bucket list.
Like, what have you not done that you need to do? Like,
Right.
do you have any regrets with the world ending now?
Well, I just tried to reach out to some people I haven't heard from in a while.
Okay.
Like specifically a couple girls in high school that were like, not even if we were the last people on Earth, you know. Like, hey, baby, it's almost time. You know. What about you? Are you getting in any trouble here? You gonna steal a TV or go for Nana's porcelain dolls finally?
No, I'm not going to steal her clown doll collection.
Oh, it's clown doll collection?
Yeah, it's porcelain clown. They're creepy.
Who wants that?
Nobody wants them. I'll just get it when she passes away. From natural causes.
Okay.
I guess this is a natural cause.
That's a natural cause.
She's fun.
Maybe
Maybe you'll have an opportunity to have sex in public or private for the first time.
Well, all right. That's rude. I've had sex in
Accurate.
public.
Have you?
Well, I had sex in my car once, but it was also my apartment at the time. I don't know if that counts.
I don't think so. Maybe.
All right.
But anyway, leave comments. What are your things that you want to do before the world ends? Do we happen to have any right now yet? We can read. Good. Awesome. Nobody's watching.
No one cares.
Great.
All right. Super. I don't know if we've gotten there.
We'll come back to
All right,
there.
We'll come back to it.
I think the audio feed and the video feed's a little behind, but don't worry about that. We'll come back to you and get those questions about the apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
I've been drinking too much Tecate.
Oh, you like Mexican beer?
Some kind. Cheers.
Hey, not
I
bad.
hope you're having a drink at home.
Yes. Join us. AndrewJRivers.com. Andrew J. Rivers on Venmo. That's the only one that matters. Instagram, whatever. You can follow me anywhere you want.
That's great.
So
What
I
else?
hear they're working on giving everyone $2,000 a month to get by. How does that sound to you?
Oh my god, that sounds great. That's more than I made from teaching.
And comedy.
Combined. Actually.
This is getting really
Well,
sad.
if you're going to make it mean, I'm just going to
Okay.
double down.
That's fine.
You know who isn't enjoying this whole like quarantine thing? My retired parents. They are at each other's throats.
Oh. Well, because they're living with each other for the first time.
Yeah, they were on vacation in Arizona.
Yeah, they're sick of
and
each other
for
now.
a month, and now it's
Yeah.
been an extra month. They're like, when this all ends, they're like, we're going back to work until we're 90.
Well, they're going to have to if they've seen their 401k.
They haven't checked.
They don't
They don't know how to
can't
use the
read.
internet.
That's fine.
Speaking of wanting to die early,
Don't.
okay, here are some survival tips. We have some survival tips.
Yeah, I've been seeing lots of people post survival tips on social media. Like, people are helping out where they can. Like, people are sharing recipes for homemade hand sanitizers. So I thought,
Can you use vodka?
no.
Oh.
Tito's came out and said that.
Oh, how do we use our expertise?
Well, how do comedians survive the apocalypse? We've been poor for most of our lives.
Including right now. But comedians know how to get, do things. Get from here to Little Rock, Arkansas on only $500 with no travel allowance.
Oh.
So,
Who books
or
that?
hotel. Nobody right now,
No,
actually.
it's fun. Times are tough. People are hoarding toilet paper. I actually have plenty of toilet paper. My grocery store was out of almond milk, so it was a big crisis.
Oh my god, are you okay?
I don't know.
Well, that's not good because regular milk makes you use more toilet paper.
yeah. So we're gonna have a battle to see who can come up with the best toilet paper substitute.
Not substitute teacher. I'm not
No.
wiping your ass with my hands.
Right. For example, if you run out of toilet paper, you can use your college degree.
It's worthless. That's a good one. You can use your parking tickets.
CVS receipt.
Oh, they're very long.
Yeah.
Thin, though.
Yeah.
A poster for an upcoming comedy show.
Poster from one of your past shows.
That's all that exists right now. You can use one of Andrew's t-shirts.
Hey, AndrewJRivers.com.
Lots of artists are out of work, so you can support them by buying a shirt from Andrew. If you're broke, you can simply watch content, share content, follow on social media.
Maybe you know someone with money.
I don't.
Okay.
I've been doing my part.
Oh, yeah?
I have been
Do
supporting
you
the arts.
subscribe to a YouTube channel? Or
Well, I tipped a few dollars to a lady on Chatterbait.
just a few bucks?
I wouldn't call her a lady. But,
Well,
she was-
speaking of supporting the arts, buy Cory's album on his
Ah, yeah.
website. All that money goes to charity.
I'll give you one that wasn't out of my butt crack. Charity, yeah. Oh, that's the name of the out-of-work stripper, actually.
Oh! Speaking of strippers, great segue.
I do
You
have a podcast
stripper podcast.
called Stripper Whisper. It is a real thing where I interview strippers about their real lives, what it's like to work in the clubs, and how it's sort of connected to stand-up comedy.
So you
or
do
similar
that when
to
you
stand-up
travel,
comedy.
you just go, when you're like performing in Phoenix, you just call up a stripper and you go, hey, come to my hotel room for my podcast.
It's worse. I have to slide into their
Okay.
DMs
Oh, jeez.
on Instagram, unfollowed,
Yeah.
and say exactly that. Hey, I have this podcast that I do in my hotel room. It's just me and you. I promise you, it's real.
These are my other stripper friends.
I have
These
to
are my
write
stripper
contacts.
references.
Yeah.
These are my.
In fact, there's some great. You should check out at this time at Stripper Writer on Instagram. She was my first interview. It's an amazing interview. You should check it out. It's my mom's favorite podcast, actually. So no, she hates it.
I was like, that
She
is-
doesn't get
Sure.
it. I don't.
She
think,
doesn't understand
but,
your obsession with strippers, or she just
She
doesn't.
does not.
Okay.
But it's a really good podcast. It's very interesting. There's about 20 episodes. One episode with Andrew,
Yeah.
where we talked about stories from when we've gone to strip clubs in the past as lonely stand-up comedians on the road.
Do you find you get any benefits if you call ahead and you go, hey,
The club?
no, the strip
Oh.
club, not the comedy club.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Okay,
yeah, strip club.
Yeah.
Mm.
Comedy clubs don't give a shit about us. That's why we're here.
When you were you and I, right?
Yeah,
When
'cause we
were
went-
in
What city was that?
Edmonton, and the guy kind of hooked us up. I mean, he said he was hooking us up. He was just like, "Hey, we got a table for you,"
Okay.
and then he gave us free drinks.
Yeah.
Was that you?
Yeah, we did. Well, it happened twice, I think.
Maybe it was Vancouver.
Where was the? Yeah. No, I don't know. It was somewhere.
They don't really care.
They don't care.
No,
They're like, you're gonna spend your money here anyway.
They
want
to get you in the door.
You're
They
not
really
getting
want.
any attention.
I've had some strippers that are very upset. If you are a stripper,
If you're out of work
please
stripper,
comment right now.
yeah.
Or if I haven't, there's no, not interviewed a male stripper yet.
Yeah.
So that'd be interesting.
That'd be interesting.
Hit us up.
Yeah.
And if you are out of work, we actually figured out how to live stream, obviously. So maybe some of those were Canadian. One was
This
this one's.
is for sure.
This one-
This is not. This is
That's Canadian. That's worth nothing.
$20 Canadian. That's like $5.
That's £20. That's what Andrew calls having sex.
20, I don't make it 20 pounds. Come on, that's like 2 pumps. Yeah. So
What else?
I don't know. I'm trying to keep up like a daily routine, so I don't go crazy. Like this might help you. Like 8 a.m. I wake up and I Google how many people died in Italy today.
486.
So I'm not alone. So 9 a.m. I brush my teeth. Well, I take the gun out of my mouth first. I brush my teeth. I eat some leftover pasta. What is that, like 3 p.m.? Yeah. After that, I just jerk off to your OnlyFans.
All right.
Call it a night.
Wow.
What about you? What time do you wake up in the morning?
I just woke up.
Oh.
I don't drink coffee actually, which is interesting. People think it's crazy that I don't drink coffee.
What do you mean?
drink coffee?
No, I've never. I've had it like once in my life.
Oh, I've never had a cup.
Yeah, I don't.
In fact,
find
people
that's interesting.
are like, well, how do you wake up? And I'm like, erect and sad. More
Lonely.
sad than erect lately, but that's not your business. You know what I mean? So,
Are you having trouble? Is this like weighing on you? Anxiety?
little bit. I just don't want my parents.
Yeah.
To get
That's what
so,
I've been
like, I
doing
want to
too.
hang out with my parents next
Yeah,
weekend.
yeah.
But
So
I'm
you're waiting a few days, yeah.
But I've been
Till
trying
you're-
to not be in contact with anybody. But I don't know who you've been in contact with recently.
Nobody.
And okay, perfect.
Yeah, I was just in Salt Lake
it
City,
is.
so it's not like there was any.
Well, there were some serious
Mormon girls coming up.
Oh,
on me.
yeah, that whole sister wives,
Yeah, yeah.
sister wives. Well, I think there are some serious things related to the whole virus.
Yeah,
I mean,
we
it's all
should-
very serious.
We
It's a
should
serious
address.
topic.
There's like subtle racism going on that's like attached to the virus.
Yeah, people are calling it the Chinese virus, which is at best pretty ignorant.
Like you don't name a disease after where they came from, right? Like you wouldn't call it the Cory Michaelis disease just because he gave it to
Yeah,
you.
it's called syphilis. People tend to be condescending towards cultures that they don't. Like I taught world history, so I know people tend to be condescending to cultures they've never experienced or unfamiliar with. Like you think it's weird that they in other countries eat bat soup, but you eat baby cow testicles.
Yeah, you don't just eat them; you throw a fucking celebration.
Yeah, it's called.
Google the testicle festival.
Yes, it's a real thing. But then clear your searches.
Yeah. You do not want to get your results messed up when you start looking for the World Gonad Cooking Championship. Roll tape.
We don't have the ability to do that yet, but that'd be a
No?
great idea
Okay.
if we could roll tape right now.
Well, fuck that.
What's next? Calling it these. Like, there's people out there that are like, oh, what? The Spanish flu is racist also?
Well, yeah. I mean, it started in Kansas.
Yeah, they're not. And we don't know. We know there's no Mexicans in Kansas.
For sure.
Yeah.
In the Spanish, they called it the French flu.
So we know that people just do what they're not used to.
Right.
I guess what we're saying is when it comes to racism, we probably don't want to hold ourselves to a standard that's over 100 years old.
Yeah. You mean the guys with slaves were culturally insensitive? I never. You can tell Cory wrote this joke because he was a history teacher.
Yeah, I used to be and do a lot of things.
Sad.
Also, people who are like, what about Chinese? Like, Chinese food is just a description, right? That must be racist too.
Yeah.
That some people
The president.
are saying Chinese virus in a purposely racist way. It's like their intention.
Right.
So, if you were going to say it, I'm just going to assume that that's what you're doing.
That makes sense. Like, if you were going to say the N-word
Okay.
while reading Huck Flynn
Oh, okay.
for
okay.
assignment,
Yeah.
you know, just like a lot of your people do, so I'm just going to assume that you're
What do you mean, your people?
bald guys?
That's a fair point, actually. Well, we should take a quick break.
All right, yeah.
A quick little break. Pound some drinks. Y'all should have some drinks. Get yourself something. We're going to come up in a few minutes and do some stand-up.
Yeah, and if you have questions or concerns, please leave them in the comments. We will be right back. Cory needs a beer.
Another one.
Another one. We love you.
Be right back.
Oh, I went out the wrong way. The end of the world.
Oh. So, to be Hey, I'm back, baby. Oh, a little limp. I got some Kirkland Signature vodka. That's still in stock. It's just for breeze. I don't know if that's actually going to help, but maybe. We're going to do some stand-up now for a little while. I'm glad you're still here with us or have just joined us. Me and Andrew Rivers doing inside jokes. Not like inside and you're inside. Not the jokes won't be inside. You'll be able to get them. He's one of the best comedians in the country, and he was on his Instagram last night, Mike Birbiglia. He's great. This next guy is just one of my best friends. He's amazing. You're going to love him. Please welcome to the kind of stage, Andrew J. Rivers. I'm not going to touch you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. We're going to tell some jokes. Wow, it's great to be in Seattle. I went to school here, actually. University of Phoenix online. Just went through a breakup, actually, which is a real surprise breakup. I didn't see it coming. I was always trying to keep things spicy in the bedroom. We always played a game that was her favorite. It's called Sexy Librarian, which is where I'm not allowed to talk, and she reads a book instead. It's not fun. I just turned 34, which means I love my parents now. That's pretty new. It takes a while. I guess that's what happens as you get older. You relate to them more. Not that 34 is old. Like, I'm not moving to Florida. But I don't know. It's just different. When I was 20, I was like, I'm invincible. I'll party all night. Now I'm in my 30s. I'm like, I can't leave the house. I had too much dairy.
Get almond milk.
Get almond milk. That's a great callback if I ever bring that joke. I fell asleep like this on an airplane recently, and when I woke up, my hand was numb for 3 days. So that's exciting. I don't have a joke. I was just hoping there was a doctor watching. Comedy health insurance is not very good. I don't want to make this political, but if they take away my Obamacare, I'm going to have to start posting my rashes on Facebook. So think about that next time you roll it, I guess. I love my parents. I worry about it. My dad just bought a gun for the first time in his life, which is very scary, because he's 65, which is when you want to get your first gun, right? 65. That's when the mind is at its sharpest. And he's like, I can hit all the targets at once. I'm like, there's one target. You have bad vision. It's not okay. He bought the gun, and then he told me about it, and immediately he was like, don't tell anybody. What do you mean, don't tell anybody? Isn't that the point of having guns? You tell everyone you have guns, then they don't come to your house. He was like, nah, man, element of surprise. Who are your enemies? You live in the woods and make honey. I don't think it's that gangster of an operation. You have pet bees. Calm down, Breaking Bad. For his birthday recently, I bought him a tracker for his keys, because he's always losing his keys. And he just bought a gun. You guys remember where this joke was going? It was literally a month before his birthday. I was trying to pick out a gift. And then I heard a story. One day, my dad was going to work. He got into his car, and he couldn't find his keys that he just unlocked his car with, right? Does that make sense? Literally, he was like, beep, beep. And then he got in the car, and he's like, oh, shoot, where did I put it? So he did the only reasonable thing he could think of. He went back in the house, stole my mom's keys, and then just drove to work as if nothing happened. And when he got home, he found his keys on the roof of his car the whole time. And he just bought a gun. You guys don't seem as worried as you should be.
They're very worried on
They're
that,
very
actually.
worried on that, I'm sure. It's interesting, the audience, built-in audience reaction. I'm like, I know they're going to be dumb about this joke. I think the element of surprise is when someone breaks into his house and he can't find his gun. You know, hang on, I got a tracker for it. Quiet, it's beeping. Oh, it says 3 meters to the left. What's a meter? Go back to your country, stupid app. Learn the language. It's a numbers joke. My dad's been sober for 30 years, which is suspicious because I'm 34. Sure, that's just a coincidence, right? It's definitely an awkward conversation to have. Like, hey, what was your rock bottom? You. All right, appreciate it. I have no idea what I did as a kid, but I imagine he sat me down and was like, look, if I don't quit drinking, one of us isn't going to make it. So I'm glad he made the right choice. I would have missed him. I'm not sober yet. I would like to quit drinking, but I'm worried that if I do, I'll have to get a personality. Seems like too much work. And I'm trying to moderate my drinking for now. And it's not great. I'm just trying to make a decision before a judge makes one for me. So my new life motto is that 2 drinks is the new midnight, right? Because when I was growing up, my dad would always be like, nothing good happens after midnight, right? Sure, we've all heard the lecture, nothing open but legs in hospitals. If this were his show, he'd be like, what's the deal with 24-hour ATMs? Comedy skips a generation, but...
2.
2 drinks is the new midnight.
No, 2 generations.
2 generations. Oh, okay. Oh, you just get to heckle me? All right, that's fair.
I think it's a good
You
idea.
didn't even PayPal me.
You have to PayPal the heckle. You
have to PayPal me. You can heckle. I can't see it, but Cory will just read. That's probably where he's getting it from. Cory's not that funny. He's reading the comments. 2 drinks is the new midnight because nothing good happens after 2 drinks for me. I'm a lightweight. I have 2 drinks. I'm like, I feel so sexy and successful. This is amazing. And your drunk logic is like, if I feel this good after 2 drinks, imagine how I feel after 17. But it's never a continuous experience, right? A lot of diminishing returns, right? You get to 3 drinks, it's pretty much the same, so it tricks you. You're like, well, nothing bad has happened. I just gotta keep drinking. It's like, no, you don't unlock new levels. Tone it down, right? You get to 4 drinks, it starts going back down, right? 4 drinks, you're like, I should call my ex-girlfriend. I bet she wants to hear from me at 1 in the morning, right? 5 drinks, you're like, condoms are overrated. It's Cory Michaelis disease. 7 drinks, you're like, I'm gonna be a comedian. Like, no good decision. Happens after 2 drinks. I smoke pot more than I drink now, and it's pretty good. I never smoked until it became legal, except for like twice in college, but that doesn't count according to my bisexual friends. It's just a phase I was going through. But I like it better than alcohol. I mean, it makes people tolerable. It makes music 100% better. Every song I've ever heard is the best song I've ever heard. Literally, every song. I'm like, this song is a metaphor for my life. I always want girls to shake their Laffy Taffy. They just won't.
Shake that
Laffy
Taffy.
Can we get that?
Shake that Laffy.
Shake that Laffy
Taffy.
Taffy.
Shake that Laffy Taffy.
That's the only words I know. Shake that Laffy Taffy. I do know one other part of the song. He goes, girls call me Jolly Rancher because I stay so hard. You can suck me for a long time.
You look like a banana peel.
Well, I am wiping out on stage.
On top, but just not nutritious.
I'm very nutritious.
That was the heckle. I don't know
Did you know that
I don't know if he
semen
paid for
has
it.
antibiotic enzymes that actually help fight bacterial infections?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. This girl told me that. I was like, I'm wearing a condom. Call me when your throat hurts.
Oldie but a goodie.
Oldie but a goodie. That's my closer for about the first 5 years of my comedy. Probably too much that I'm willing to admit.
10 years.
10 years. Been closing on that until yesterday. Yeah, I like pot. I mean, it just is, anyway, the poetry that you can, the power of our words. Being high feels better than being drunk, that's for sure. Being high feels like being Neo in the Matrix, but for useless shit, right? You're like, I can make those stoplights change with my mind. Eventually, you know. I'm tired of being ashamed that I smoke pot. Like, my dad was lecturing me the other day on the way to the airport, and he's like, you gotta worry about becoming dependent on substances. And then he pulled into the Starbucks for the 3rd time that day, and I was like, how is this any different? This is the thing that makes you not an asshole. Let me have mine.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, it's a new joke. Some of us write new jokes. You should try it sometime. I was staying with my brother recently, and I like to smoke at nights, kind of like a bedtime situation for me. And I go out to the deck, and he goes, hey, can you like go around the corner on the driveway? Because I don't want the neighbors to look at us weird. I was like, you live in Los Angeles. All of your neighbors are on at least marijuana. But it's fine. I don't like to have arguments. So I just go for a walk around the corner. And it's like the driveway of the condo complex. But now I'm smoking outdoors on the driveway. And all these people are driving by like, what the hell is this guy doing? I'm like, oh, this looks 100% worse. Just in the middle of the driveway. Like, I'm not allowed near the house. You know? Like, that's not fun. So I finished my little joint and I'm stoned. But then, first of all, it's like 1 in the morning. So I'm walking back to the condo and he has a condo. It's one of those condos where like all 4 of them look the same. There's like 4 to a unit. So I'm just standing there, stoned off my ass in the middle of the night, going like, which one of these is the one that I'm staying in? And I thought maybe I should call my brother, but then I was like, that's only short-term embarrassing. If you want to make this a good joke, you've got to make it worse. So there I am, just peering through windows, like, is this where I'm staying? Yeah. Thanks, Keith. I'm sure the neighbors think I'm wonderful.
That's his actual brother's name.
Yeah. But I get it. He has kids. They're 5 and 3, so he's worried about the smell. But I'm like, look, they're gonna be in elementary school. It's time they learn what the good shit smells like. That's a tag that doesn't work yet, but Cory laughed at it, so that's pretty good.
I laughed that it didn't work.
It didn't work. Oh, you laughed when it didn't work. Here's 5 minutes. Oh, hey. Oh, wow, the tips come through the screen. That's crazy.
I need that back.
Well, you're going to have to earn it. I got invited to a holiday party recently, and right before I went, my parents gave me this big lecture, like, hey, they're a very conservative family, so just don't bring up politics or religion. Which makes me want to bring up politics and religion, but I get it. I don't like to argue. I'm just curious, do they get a lecture before I show up also? Like, hey, Andrew's a comedian, so just don't bring up money or love. Those things upset him.
Therapy.
Yeah. I'm single, and I would describe my relationship status as I'm not really looking, and it seems like everyone else is cool with that. So that's interesting. But my parents are not cool with it. Love and money, that's all they care about. I was FaceTiming my dad the other day, and he grabbed my mom's boob, and he goes, when's the last time you did that? I was like, what are you, my high school bully? Also, 2 months. That's not bad. It's about to get worse.
You grabbed your mom's boob 2 months ago?
No, obviously not. What are you, every bad comedy heckler? Oh, you grabbed your mom's tit? That was sooner. She's watching this, and that's pretty bad.
You look like if Macaulay Culkin has been doing heroin steady since Home Alone 2.
I think he has, and I look better than him, so I take offense to
You
that
do.
comment.
Jeremy Horn.
Jeremy Horn? Yeah. Well, he's not that clever. Give it up for Jeremy Horn. I hope your supplement thing is doing well.
Supplementing your income.
I'll supplement your income. Trying to look at my new jokes here. FaceTime. My mom's advice, always very simple. The other day, she's like, she goes, just pick someone. Because she's old school romantic. The other day, she goes, it doesn't have to be the one. I was like, wow, Dad is right there, But I don't want to just pick someone. I want to be in love. I want to be one of those old couples on an airplane that makes people switch seats. Like, hey, we don't want to be near each other for a while. Can you just trade with us? I'm sick of her shit. Single and pretty happy with that. I do miss having a girlfriend sometimes because I definitely think having a girlfriend made me a better person because she was constantly pointing out everything I was doing wrong. It's hard not to just improve on accident like that. Like, if there's no one around to bring me down, I think I'm perfect. I'm like, no need to work on anything. But, like, when I had a girlfriend, she was always pointing out, like, she was like, you should work out more. But she didn't say it like that because she was concerned with my feelings. So she'd be like, you're a little bitch. I was like, whoa, I like that, turns out. You ever look back on who you dated and realize you have a type? I'm not that happy about it, but I like bossy women. Just something about it, because I'm a feminist and a fixer-upper, so it just turns me on when a woman is right. Like, if a woman came up to me after this show and was like, you're not making enough money, I'd be like, oh, she sees potential in me. But I don't have that.
There's no women here.
There's no women here. I know. It's a virtual... Well, it's not my fault you don't have any female friends.
You have a lot of female friends.
They're all friends.
Because
none of them will...
Friend
Oh, what is that? Is that a
friend zone? Female friends. They put me there.
Yeah. I have a lot of female friends because they put me there.
It's a great
That's an old joke. That's a good one.
Yeah, I don't know what you
I
stop
just
doing it
write
for.
so many great jokes, man.
Oh, boy.
Look at this stuff. This is all five new minutes. Cory's like, never heard that. Yeah, because I got too many great jokes to tell.
It was 20 seconds.
It's Look, don't be realistic, okay? We gotta exaggerate. I'm sure with the lag time between the audio and the screen, it was at least 17 minutes. Where was I again? Maybe a workout. You're a little bitch. Yeah. I don't have that in my life right now, so I just take wrong turns on purpose so that the GPS will yell at me. I'm like, oh yeah, that's what Daddy likes. No, you make a U-turn. I have been working out, and I should have been working out earlier in my life because I can do all sorts of things that I never used to be able to do, like play sports effectively, or open pickle jars, or have sex with attractive people. This is where Cory's like, oh, not that third one, even. But I don't like to call it working out because it feels too aggressive, you know? Like, oh, I'm gonna work out, I'm gonna get my pre-workout and my post-workout, and it's like that blender costs more than the rent. I can't afford this lifestyle, you know? So I've rebranded it. To motivate myself, I just call it preventing early death. That's all it is, you know? I'm 35. Every time I'm in the gym, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna live a few extra years because of this. I don't know what machine this is. I go to Planet Fitness, it's mostly massage chairs. But yeah, just trying to get in shape, you know, not trying to work out, I'm not joining a rec soccer league. I just want to spring in my step if there's a bus coming. That's kind of my goal. Let's see. It's funny. I don't know if I like these jokes yet, but it doesn't really matter. I don't get to hear them not laugh anyway, so it's fine.
It's perfect.
I was like, I'll just do the good ones that have been tested, but yes, she was right about a lot of things. Are you happy? I hope you're not watching this. But it's like I was in the batting cages and Sammy Sosa's like, you know, if you lift your elbow up, I'm like, I fucking got it. All right, tell me what to do. I think that we should all, I don't know how to set this one up yet. You should all listen to women. It's the thing, because old married dudes are always like, oh, don't even get to plan anything out. Don't even get to pick out my own outfit. It's like, well, you were going to go with sweatpants and Crocs, so maybe defer to the expert on this. That's stupid. I got a new roommate recently. I'm trying to kick him out, which is tough because he's a spider. I was leaving the house one day. There was a spider on my ceiling, and I was like, the broom's over there. I'll get you tomorrow. And then I came back the next day. I got my broom. I'm ready to kill the spider. And then there was a fly in my room. And I was like, I don't have time to be chasing 17 different insects. I got a show coming up never that I've got to get ready for. So
like really never.
Yeah, like literally I don't have to do anything. This is just for shits and giggles. But I was like, yeah, I got the show. So I looked at the spider. This is what I did. You guys try this at home. I looked at the spider and go, hey man, you take care of the fly. I'll let you hang out for a couple more days. And I left, and then I came back, and then the fly was in the web. The fly was in the web. The spider got him. He listens to me. I was like, way to go, buddy. He was like, yeah. Because he's a spider. I can't hear you groaning through the thing. That's pretty good. I usually go, no, that's all that it is. It's eight thumbs is the joke. So I don't know if someone was at home like maybe the live stream cut out the rest of the punchlines. No, that's all it is. Been dating recently, trying to get back out there. A girl I was dating recently is a lesbian now. So way to go, Andrew. My friend was like, doesn't that hurt your feelings? I was like, no, if anything, that is proof that people are born gay, right? No one is leaving a night with this, going, well, that's it. I have reached the pinnacle. That is the mountaintop of masculinity. The soft hands, the flat butt, it does nothing. I've got to get a Subaru. Like, no one says that. It's a big laugh, usually. I'll wait for you guys.
That's usually the applause break.
It's usually an applause break. Thank you. That really throws off my timing. My friend said that I'm being optimistic, which I think is code for delusional. But maybe, I don't know, I have to do the act outs with the mic in my hand. Just feels normal. Just be like, oh, I gotta still get the audio is the same either way. It doesn't matter. Oh.
Someone wrote the microphone's doing nothing.
Yeah. Well, neither is the comedian, to be fair. So, my friend said that I'm optimistic, which I think is code for delusional. But maybe that's the thing. Like, ladies, if you think you might be gay, just try me first, you know? I'm as close to dating a woman as it gets without disappointing your parents. Plus, if it turns out you are a gay woman, I can show you where to get this haircut. Big closer. Good night, everybody. So, do more stand-up?
Sure. A little bit more.
Let me pull up my Holocaust. Or not my my apocalypse jokes. Yeah, it is a tough time for everybody. The good news is I've been socially distant since middle school when no one wanted to eat lunch at my table. So this isn't really that new for me. But I thought it's a good opportunity to reach out to old friends I haven't heard from in a while. For example, a couple girls in high school who said, not even if we were the last people on Earth. Hey, baby, it's almost time. But because I'm single, I thought, it might be a good time to dust off my old Farmers Only membership. See if I can find a nice lady with a vegetable garden or something. Want to compare eggplants? Hey, not bad. Get a little chuckle out of this guy. Yeah. People are hoarding supplies, which is interesting. I actually have plenty of toilet paper, but my grocery store was out of almond milk, so it's been real tough. And regular milk caused me to use too much toilet paper.
I wrote that last part.
Cory wrote the last part. It is on King 5 News, if you saw that. I heard the cops are arresting fewer people now, which is crazy, so I drove in the carpool lane today by myself, because I'm a bad boy, ladies. It's the first time in my life I regret having never been to prison. Because I feel like they gotta start drinking over myself. They're like, this is getting really bad to watch. I hope you're drinking a lot of. Where's my beer? Doesn't matter. Is it still in the thing? Yeah, I'm in. Can I just perform like this? Please send me more money. That's the wrong one.
Well, just fucking.
I'm not gonna get his Corona.
There's nothing in it.
It's mine. It's fine. Mine's right. It's not important. I don't really need to drink, unlike some lady. Yeah, Cory, worried about your drinking. I can't see you because you're behind the big light. Is this interesting at all? I think this was a mistake.
No, it's great.
It's the first time in my life I regret having never been to prison because I feel like I'm not going to be very useful in the apocalypse. My whole adult life, I've just told jokes into a microphone. At least if I've done some jail time, I could make a great toilet wine for parties. What are we pointing at? Merch pitch. Merch pitch? Oh, okay. That's a good idea. Good thing, because I was out of jokes. Good thing I carried this thing on me. Good thing I carried the microphone the whole way. I can't believe that guy got fired for giving... I can't believe that guy got forced to give away all of his hand sanitizer. You know, the guy that was hoarding the... It's like you hoard insulin and charge $100 for it. People say you're a good businessman. You hoard Purell, you're a pariah. Anyway. That one didn't get worked out fully, but it's important to get out. Hello, I love you. Let's get tested for AIDS. I'm really glad I ever paid those parking tickets. Oh, by the way, Cory and I will perform in your living room usually. So if you want a live comedy show that's if you can see these sweet dance moves in person, oh, too much movement. Hit me up on whatever. Follow my social media, Andrew J. Rivers, on YouTube or Instagram, or Adult Friend Finder, or Farmers Only. And I'm going to give away one person in the comments, or someone who makes a donation of at least $25 if you buy a shirt for no reason. If you donate $5, I'll pick a random person. You get a free T-shirt. I didn't do the joke. I should do the joke because these are all these people that are all my fans that have never seen this show. Probably. Tired of fake service dogs. Yeah, said it. Listen, I want to be very clear. I am not making fun of anybody with actual disability. I'm making fun of people that don't have any actual friends. There's a difference. You know the type that just throw a vest on their dog and bring it to every restaurant? Oh, I'm lonely. I wonder why. Did you try making human friends, or was that too difficult with the rat you keep in your purse? It's usually a big laugh. My friend has a service dog, but it's a Chihuahua. I was like, I don't think that counts. She's like, no, it helps with my anxiety. I'm like, the dog shakes more than you do. Your service dog needs a service dog. I don't know the rest of the joke. If you need something if a dog fits in your purse and its natural predator is the mosquito, I usually think during the laughs that there's not. Usually there's like 2 minutes of applause between every joke. I go, well, how's this go? If you need something for emotional support that fits in your purse, get a gun. Right? Same thing. Oh, dogs don't bite people, people bite people. These are my service animals, Smith and Wesson. Whenever I'm feeling anxious, I just pull them out and start petting them. Really calms me down. Everyone I don't like just leaves the room. That's super effective. Who's a good boy? Oh, I'm not supposed to touch my face. I Purelled it up. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it's terrible. I was on a flight. It's just like every time you get on a plane, it's fucking Noah's Ark. You know, there's 13 emotional support turkeys, a service pig. I was on a flight and I saw a woman with an emotional support cat. That has got to be the worst animal for emotional support. Cats are assholes in general. How does it work? I'm feeling sad. Where's my kitty? Oh, fuck yourself. I don't want to talk to you. I think the only reason you need a service cat is so it cuts your wrist for you when you're depressed.
Cat lovers hate you now too?
I don't get a lot of cat hate mail.
That's good.
I don't understand. I was trying to think about expanding it or maybe doing a different idea of like cats. No wonder cats are assholes. My parents just got a cat. It's like no wonder cats are assholes. All their toys are like, you like this? Now chase it. You know, like, oh, you want this string? Nope, you can't get it. It's like no wonder they're fucking
red light up on the wall. It's too high.
Exactly. It's kind of an interesting thing. Yeah. Someone can steal that and make a killing in comedy. Comedy's over. Self-harm joke. People get mad at the people don't. Yeah, people get mad
self-harming.
People get mad at that.
Oh.
I got a lot of nasty YouTube messages. No, not Instagram.
Well, you know, the joke is gonna turn someone.
You know what? If you can't handle a little bit of that, then you're not gonna like this. What? You didn't see this earlier. This is my emotional support T-shirt. Because if you're feeling sad and you don't have your service dog or your vape pen, you just... There's a laugh. I'll pause for a laugh. You pet this guy. Oh, and it makes you feel better. Plus, it lines up with your nipple, so you're like, oh, all my anxiety feels so much better. I need emotional support underwear.
And it'll boost your immune system.
Yeah. Hey, any underwear is emotional support underwear if you let me pet it.
Pause for
DM. He's got a bowl full of pills, and the name tag says Xanax. Let me see. So you should purchase one through my website and also give a donation away to someone that PayPal's or whatever. And then I have these things. I'll throw one of these. These come in with every order. But, so I'll throw this in there. It's a little beer koozie. Has all my social media. Andrew J. Rivers. Be my friend. Online presence is interesting. There's a joke on the other side because I saw a bumper sticker one time. And it said, cars are like wives. If it ain't yours, don't touch. And I was like, what a dumb sticker. It didn't say, like, in a southern accent. That was just my guess. So I made these things. They say, cars are like wives. I accidentally banged yours. I left a note. It's fine. Listen, if the car didn't want to be hit, it shouldn't have been dressed like that. That's all I got to say. All right? Thank you guys very much. My name is Andrew Rivers. Should I do a formal introduction here?
I'll come up because I got some comments from people.
Oh, you got comments.
Put the mic away probably, and we got some comments from folks that I think are interesting, and we should. I'm going to use it because I can't do stand-up comedy without a mic. But somebody said we should come over because they have 5 boxes or cases of wine.
Oh,
we couldn't find the comment, and we scrolled back. So whoever that is.
Message us.
Let us know. Yeah. Make another comment with this because a lot of people were commenting that they didn't know how to give us money. That was very nice of you to lie and say you don't have to give us money.
So
and
Cory
pretend.
kept putting in the chat from his phone, someone, how do
You're
we
so
send
right.
money?
So that's how you could do that.
AndrewJRivers.com has a live stream link too. Any,
all the ways.
just message us later if you're confused. It's not that hard.
Also, we stole this kind of from my video a little bit, but Chroma Comedy Club is our home comedy club.
Yes.
It's the best comedy club in the country, and all of their employees are out of work. They allowed us to stream on their page, but it didn't quite work out. They have 33,000 followers on their page. If you feel like, you know what, these idiots don't need my money, but you know what, servers and wait staff do.
The people who've had to hear these jokes
over
years.
and over and over.
Especially his.
They have a GoFundMe, and it is in the description. Everything's in the description, by the way. So you can check out the description, and you can give to whatever you want to give to, or just watch for free. We really, honestly, just are doing this because we can't quit each other, and don't like that. And we want to share some fun stuff with you. I'll be doing stand-up in a minute, by the way, so hang around.
Or leave. Right now is a good time if you want to take a break.
Scott said we should learn how to hotwire
In a
a
second.
tank or a cruise ship. Jennifer said, I don't, just as a survival technique.
Okay.
Because if we can get underwater,
Like
we're on the water.
Yeah, underwater.
Well,
a
tank.
tank.
I was thinking
A
submarine.
submarine. Yeah.
Sorry. But I think a submarine is a good idea.
Submarine's a great idea.
We're
What do you,
safe.
how often do you, what are those nuclear ones? You only have to
Social.
come up for,
That's a lot of social
you
distancing.
have to come up like every couple months maybe?
Jennifer, I don't know if this had to do with anything, but I love the idea. It was a webcam comedy strip poker that we should do and
Okay.
organize.
I will,
I'm into it.
I'm very
but
bad at
unless
poker.
you just met the two of us.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
out.
Well, I'm back in.
My brother, hey bro, he said we should wipe our asses with a Nickelback t-shirt, which sounds like a hack joke, but he literally hates Nickelback.
Yeah.
It's not just a joke.
Okay.
He despises that.
That's
And
it.
so anytime, and he loves Pearl Jam, it's his favorite band. So anytime a Pearl Jam song comes on, I'm like, which Nickelback
Is this Nickelback?
song is
Yeah.
this? And it's like,
And he's
I
got
like your pants around your feet. And I'm like, is this Pearl Jam's daughter? And he's like, shut up. I hate you. Someone was making fun of Andrew's hair, which is the first time that's happened when the two of us have been in a room together. So that's kind of nice for me. Maki, M-A-K-I, said, this is a good joke. Government, work from home. Andrew, hold my beer. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Hold my
And
beer.
Tom Skill with lots of M's has posted several times in the comments, and this was the fun one. He or she, I couldn't tell by the profile photo, said that they sorry, I don't want to assume, are stuck at home with the flu for the last week and just been spending time with their family, and this is the first time they have laughed and smiled in that whole week, and they thanked us for that. So that's a real thing. You're welcome. We're so excited to be able to do this for people. And for four people.
For more than 4 people, hopefully.
That's probably how many are left.
That's fine.
Oops. And now I love like the mic here.
Do you want to?
Here you go.
Oh, yeah.
That
That's the good stuff right there. I'll take that.
Hey everybody! Andrew Rivers, everybody!
Hey.
Big round of applause for my buddy Andrew
Look at
Rivers.
that. Look at
Holy
that. F in
hell,
the chat.
he is great. Who's drinking tonight? Who's having drinks? I'm gonna do a shot real quick. Cheers to everybody at home. All right, an audience member bought me that because that's an option. That's what I usually say to start a show.
It's an audience member buying that?
Yeah.
Who?
And I say, because that's an option.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just stare
And then
at
you
some
hope
guy,
that someone else will
and
be
then
like,
they send me shots all night long. It's great. I'm really glad to be doing this because it's been a while since we've done stand-up in front of an audience. And last summer I did stand-up comedy in Pakistan, and it was terrifying. The booker, he was like, you can talk about whatever you want. And I was like, I do not think that's accurate. I got a few keep it to myselfsies I'm not going to mention here in Pakistan, right? You know who I didn't like? I liked the Pakistani people. They were like hospitable and sweet and invited me over for tea every morning. I didn't care for the Canadians. They were kind of jerks. They're known around the world as being like the sweetest, but they aren't. They're dicks. In Edmonton, if you've been, they won't stop bragging about their mall. Like, that's all they talk about. The whole time me and Andrew were in that town, people were like, "Hey, you been to the mall? It's the biggest mall in North America." I'm like, I don't care, right? They're like, "We have a pool inside of our mall." Every mall has a pool. That's where I get my change. So the Uber driver, he thought he kind of figured it out. He was like, "In our mall, we have a gun range. Can you shoot guns in American malls?" And I was like, "Well, not legally, but it is very popular. In fact, we can do it in churches and schools, too." All right, we lost how many people on that one? How many people did we lose?
I should have done my consent jokes.
Oh, well. It is, honestly, it is kind of fun to be doing comedy. My grandma might be watching. She doesn't really know how to use the internet, though. She's 97, lives in Butte, Montana, and she's... here's a day in life of Grandma in Butte, Montana. She sits in a huge recliner, watches Fox News on volume 127, while she drinks Wild Turkey whiskey directly out of the bottle all day long. She's funny because she'll change the channel from Fox News to MSNBC when I walk in the room, because she thinks I'm like a liberal douche from Seattle. She's like, sorry. Like I caught her watching porn or something. Like, you don't have to try and fake me out and change the channel. I already know you're racist. Right? She's 97, lives in Butte, Montana, and has never met a person who's black in her whole life. So she's racist, and it makes sense. It's not cute, but she's cute. So it's hard to, She doesn't know how to talk about people, but she thinks she knows all the stereotypes of people who are black, because she watches a lot of TV. That's not a good representation of any group of people. So whenever she talks about people who are black, she's always like, "Those people, wow, that's not a good start, Nana. You're not even supposed to say that." She's like, "They're always screaming at the top of their lungs when they sing and wearing sunglasses indoors." I'm like, that's not a stereotype for people who are black. That was Stevie Wonder, one time on VH1. He can't see shit either. You guys should just be friends. It's hard to know what to get for a 97-year-old woman for her birthday, especially now, right? It's got to be something she's going to use really soon. Like, I'm not getting her a timeshare. We got her 9 bottles of Wild Turkey. That's all that we know that she likes, you know what I mean? But we didn't talk about it in advance. We each separately got her a bottle, right? So the first one, she's like, "Oh my God, thank you." But by the 9th one, she's like, "What the fuck is going on right now? Are you guys trying to kill me?" "Yeah, I really want your porcelain clown doll collection." There's that joke. "No, I'm trying to party with you, Nana. You know what I mean? Let's drink all 9 bottles tonight. Let's party." This is what she said. She goes, "Oh, no way. That's ridiculous. Maybe 20 years ago." And I was like, "Oh, you were still 77 years old. How are you drunk? You've been driving drunk and blind for 20 years? That's crazy." I have a creepy confession. I'm pretty sure you guys can handle it. You're probably not even watching right now. So, the other night, I went online and bought my fiance. And that's it. She'll be here in a couple days from the Ukraine. Can't wait. Me and Anastasia are going to have a good life. This happened recently after a show. A woman was like, "That's disrespectful to Ukrainian women." And I was like, "Oh my God, that's not what I'm trying to do, right?" So I did a bunch of research, and it turns out it's a joke. Maybe don't come to an online streaming comedy show if you don't like jokes, you dumbass. Maybe go, stay home, be a nerd. That's what you guys are all doing right now, being nerds at home. I think nerds drink wine and go paint landscapes. That's what they do, like Pinot Palette or whatever. Plus, most people who know me don't know that's not true. I'm divorced, and it is the best. If you haven't tried it, give it a shot. Being divorced is great. She's great. I'm great. Everything's great. We get along great. Everything's great. Everything's happy. She's great. I'm great. Everything's great. It's great, Andrew. You just threw me a Canadian 20. That's nothing. Yeah. Everything's fine. Dating was fun. I dated for a while. It was fun to date, but I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have a clue what I was doing. Because I went on my first date at 14 years old and my second first date at 36 years old, so I didn't have a clue. All my friends dating's different. "Oh, you think?" "Yeah. it's a little different than the one time I went to the Sadie Hawkins dance as a freshman in high school. My mom's not going to drive us. I mean, she might, because I have a DUI. That's like a different reason, right? All the dating's weird. I thought I had the bright idea of dating younger women. I thought that was smart, because they won't know how to date either. That was a dumb idea, because I didn't understand the things they would say on dates, right? Like I took a girl on a date once, and 10 minutes in, she goes, oh no, I forgot to take a picture of your license plate and text it to my parents. I was like, oh, for what, right? She was like, you know, just in case I go missing. Oh, cool. We met through friends, right? I went to high school with your mother. Like, I don't understand.
Gross!
Why you're so nervous. I don't think people get
Why are you
this.
dating
Why?
such young...
No, her mom was in high school when I dated her. And now, 25 years later...
You're dating her mom?
No, the girl.
Okay.
People don't get the joke.
Okay.
They can't do the math.
Yeah.
I'm 39.
Too confusing.
The
You're
daughter's
dating...
24 now.
Yeah, that's still young.
Okay. But not too young.
You're like, oh, okay. Not like legally out of touch.
Way legal.
Yeah, super legal.
Alright.
You love kids.
Maybe people do get the joke. They just grown because they don't like
Yeah.
me dating a 24-year-old.
I mean, like Dane Cook's dating like a 12-year-old or whatever.
That's true.
Yeah.
Dan Cook's 47 and
Yeah.
dating like a
And you're like
22-year-old?
52?
39.
Oh, okay. Oh. That
Also,
quarantine
I've
has
been dating-
aged you.
Listen, I've been dating someone in her early 40s. That's the right age. Early
Oh,
40s.
yeah?
Yeah, she had the kids out of the house. It's her second time around the block, you know. She knows what she wants in bed. Like, that's the way to go. I've always wanted to meet a woman in her early 40s. I just wanted to meet her when I was in my early 80s. Can we not do that? I think it's going to turn out that she's going to be messed up just like me. You know what I mean? Like someone who's dating in her early 40s, dating a guy that's almost 40, that's not a good scenario. Like, we won't even end up having sex. It'll just turn into a choking match the whole time. Like, you know. I mean, I'll still come, but that's not the point. Some of these are brand new. And I'm not going to tell you which ones. That one's not brand new. That one's great. But you will not know which ones are. You'll probably know, but I'm not going to tell you. It is a weird world to date. Laugh track?
Yeah.
Took you that long to get a laugh track? Oh, wait.
It's a good joke.
I
got coughed at that.
I don't have any kids that I know of.
Oh, boy.
And that's good because I don't know what I'm doing.
In bed? Yeah, it's hard to have kids when you come.
Well,
That's my belly button.
That's the only place it fits.
That's very
You
funny.
get it?
Nice job.
Write it down.
Boom! Using that forever. Sorry, Gabe.
But I don't have any kids, and I don't think I want kids. I currently definitely don't want kids. I'm on the road doing comedy every weekend.
Nobody
Not
wants
right
you to
now.
have kids, so it's fine. Sorry.
I haven't,
I knew it.
I think I don't really know what to do. There's a couple stories coming up that are a little bit uncomfortable. If you don't like these, you know, take a break. We had two
Squeal,
cats. My ex-wife and I, we had two cats. That's the truth.
Squeal!
We had two cats.
Squeal!
Oh, wants me to squeal?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
someone's squealing.
Oh, that's squealing and laughter.
Yeah.
We had two cats, my ex and I, and
Why are you always taking down James Bond, Biofield?
I don't know what this means.
I don't know either.
We got weird heckles coming. Step up your heckle game.
Sounds like the perfect
we
time.
had two cats, Andrew. Did you know we had two cats?
I did know that.
We had two cats.
You
our
have two?
cats? Well, before I tell the story, I want everybody that's watching to hear this. Like, listen real clearly right now. The cat in this story lived. All right.
Boring.
Everybody hear that shit? If you need to take a break, go ahead and take a break. If someone like just walks into the room and listens to the story halfway, and will you tell them the cat lived? Because listen, we had two cats, and they had 7 legs. All right, not each, total. If you know anything about cats or mathematics, you know that is not enough legs, right? I accidentally cut one off with a lawnmower. Now, I said accidentally, so don't judge me. Here's what happened. He was sleeping under the lawnmower, and I didn't know. Started it, heard a terrible sound, lifted it up. His arm flew off and hit my car. Then it hit the ground. Then he looked up at me like, what the fuck, man? Why did you do that? I was like, I'm so sorry, bro. I drove him to the vet. I was carrying his leg the whole way. Like, can you reattach this? They go, no, throw it away. And I was like, the cat? And they're like, no, the leg. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. I kept it, so now I just have like a really lucky keychain. And
But don't you want to use the whole part of the cat?
I'm not a Native American. Is that?
I don't know.
Fine, right?
I don't
Can't say
know.
that, right?
Well,
We'll
cut
find
it off.
out. We'll find out.
It's all right. Hey, Rotten Apple sent us $5.
Oh, I love Rotten Apple. They're the best.
Sending
If you're
love
in-
from the lake.
If you're in Lake Chelan or near Lake Chelan, Rotten Apple produces all sorts of comedy shows, and they are in charge of other events in the Chelan area. Follow Rotten Apple on Instagram and Facebook. They are phenomenal people and produce some great shows. So that's great. The cat's good. Cat's good. Cat's fine. Not from natural causes recently, but it's fine. I have no kids, but this is true. I have been giving my lesbian friends my sperm. Not as a gift. Not like, happy birthday. This is what boys do at the end of sex. I don't know what girls do. I haven't figured it out yet. I keep trying, but I don't know. Here's what happened. They want to have a baby, and they've been trying the natural method, and scissoring hasn't been working. So,
That's a funny line. You add that?
yeah.
Hey, write some jokes. Hey. I like it.
So they invited me over.
My roommate
and,
likes Andrew's laugh, so can you just tell a
laugh.
funny joke, please?
I'll keep trying to tell funny jokes. They invited me over because they wanted me to be the donor, which is great. I don't know if I wanted to save money on haircuts or like why they chose me, but I didn't know what was going on. Like they asked me, they got me drunk and then asked me, you can't ask somebody that serious of a question while they're drunk, I don't think. You know what I mean? Because when we were hanging out, they were just like, hey, you want to go back to our bedroom and try and make a baby? And I was like, oh my God, yes, I've been thinking about it all night long. That's my favorite thing to do. And then I got to their bedroom and they handed me a Dixie cup, and I was like, oh, that makes more sense, right?
Yeah, you don't get to just have sex with them.
I can't have a threesome. I've never had a threesome. I've been close 1
Really?
or 7 times.
Oh,
but
wait.
I've never been.
That's quite a disparaging range.
That's how my dad talks. He's always like, there's like 7 or 14. And I'm like, oh, that's a big.
That's a big difference, yeah. How many times
It's
have you
just
almost
like
had a
an inside
threesome?
joke, isn't it? How many times have I almost for real?
Yeah.
Who's watching this?
Boy,
yeah, but what counts?
yeah, almost.
A guy washing in the corner, does that count?
A guy what?
A guy washing in the corner, does that count?
Oh, we've done that plenty of times.
Andrew has done that. No, I have never.
This is
never
a
had
threesome.
one time, though, this is true. One time, a woman kicked another woman out of the bedroom while we were all in bed together. That's kind of weird. Yeah. She was like, you know what? You need to get out of here. And I was like, I know. I've been a real nuisance. I put on my jacket. And she's like, no, her. And I was like, oh, yeah, get the fuck out of here.
What?
I walked her to her car. Because I didn't know, like, my mom was super specific about that when I was growing up. She was like, you always walk a woman to her car when she gets kicked out of a threesome. It was very... She put it on a magnet on the fridge. That seemed excessive. But I found out last week after walking or hanging out with her, like, I didn't walk her to her car. And then found out the next day that she got mugged. It's like, you know how upsetting it is to realize I could have also been mugged? But I didn't do that. It's very similar to me.
So you're like the weak one in the relationship? They don't know my jokes from 6. I don't know my jokes from 6 years ago.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I know you steal my jokes. It's okay. Don't touch your face.
I don't know.
Where does consciousness originate?
Someone asked, where does consciousness originate?
Yeah.
Oh, man, we've had 2 drinks. You're asking questions like that? Hey,
Are you gonna grow out your hair
$20
for the apocalypse?
If I just had
Their barbers are all
if I just had
closed
a
down.
skullet.
Yeah.
It's so awesome. I'm gonna rock a skullet. Everybody's okay with that that's watching right now, right?
Absolutely.
I don't know. And my mom, she's not watching. She doesn't have the internet right now. She's on the road, coming back from Arizona. She's very nervous about all. Well, she's very anxious right now with the corona stuff. But she's very nervous when I go on the road to do comedy. For Christmas, she bought me a device called a Nano Banshee.
Oh, is that one of those like tiny vibrators?
Well,
Well,
basically, but it makes like a screeching like banshee noise, like you know.
okay.
Anytime like you're in trouble, she bought me a rape whistle for Christmas. Which is nice that she thought I would be on that end of a sexual assault, at least.
Oh, yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
She's like, you're going to be the victim.
Oh,
Thank you,
oh,
Mom. That's
yeah.
really sweet.
Well, you don't know me very well.
Jesus Christ. Can you hear that, guys? Respectful.
Rude.
When I go on the road, she wants to know. I'm 39 years old. She wants to know the name, phone number, and address of every person I meet when I'm on the road that I'm staying with.
People like the skullet idea.
Which is, I'll go for it. Which, listen, now I'm pretty tame, you know. But I used to be a little wild on the road, and I can't be texting my mom the name, phone number, address of every person I stay with every night. What am I going to text her? Like, well, according to this app, she lives within 7 miles of the club. Her name is Karen. I don't know, looks like she has a kid. That's all I got, Mom. Oh, I also know she's never done this before, but I question that. That seems inaccurate. A couple years ago, I was driving
very experienced
from Seattle to Chicago for a gig because me and Andrew are super famous, and we drive across country for all of our gigs.
Not me anymore.
And I was driving to a gig, and I was stopped in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, because it was 11 o'clock at night on a Tuesday night, and I just couldn't drive any further. I was too tired. And
Shitbag?
This shitbag?
Someone's named Shitbag.
I went on Airbnb, Andrew. I went on Airbnb to see if there was a woman or a man that I could stay with or stay at their place. And at 11 p.m. on a Tuesday in Sioux Falls, just one woman. That was it. I go, hey, lady, can I come stay at your place? And she goes, sure, fella, come on over. And I was like, oh, red flag, I'm going to do it. Right? And then I got to her house, and a 6-year-old girl answered the door. I was like, you look different than your profile picture, right?
Hi,
Why are
puppy.
there cookies on your countertop? She goes, my mom's out back, and she's drinking. And I was like, I could use a couple. So I went out back. It was this, like, pretty Latina lady, which is surprising in Sioux Falls or Kansas. And I was like, hey, am I, like, staying here tonight? And she's like, yeah. And I noticed she had 6 shots of tequila lined up, and I was like, oh, you're fun.
Ooh.
Then she goes, ugh, you want one too? And I was like, okay, you're the best.
Wow. 6
So
shots all for her?
She took 5, I took 1.
Oh, okay.
And then she drunkenly was like, you want to get out of here? And like, we were already in a bar.
Yeah.
I was like, I think we're already out
You're
of here.
in her
Can
backyard.
we just stay here?
Yeah.
We don't need to get out of here.
Yeah.
And she's like, we're going to a strip club. And I was like, oh, twist my arm, right? We've already established that's something I enjoy doing. We drove to a strip club, left her daughter at home. It wasn't an amateur night, right? And
How old was her kid?
6.
Okay, yeah. She's a little young for the... I know. It's fun. I was just trying to play it out here.
Oh, yeah, she's 6.
Yeah.
She stayed at home and had a play date with a neighbor. So, he seemed weird. Anyway, so we get to the strip club, and we realize it's Tuesday night in Sioux Falls, and we're like, you know what? This is probably not a good idea. So we went back to her house. I went to the couch. She went to her bed, and I was like, what a weird night, but cool. And then 10 minutes later, she came out, and she grabbed my wrist, and she goes, you're coming with me. And I was like, I consent. You know, like I wanted to get it out there. And,
Yeah, it's important to let people know.
We got to her room, and I noticed she had a box of Magnum condoms on the nightstand. I was like, oh, she's going to be disappointed, right? Like, I'm not wearing a condom.
Gross.
Gross. That's disgusting.
Come on.
And,
Who does that anymore?
I'm definitely wearing a condom because she's running an airbed and brothel out of her condo, so I'm probably wearing 2.
Don't do 2. That's a
That
myth.
doesn't work?
Yeah.
I don't want to be crass.
I mean, unless you're just trying to add girth.
Oh, I'll wear 8. I don't want to be crass. There's people at home that are probably children watching right now, and I'll just say we had a nice roll in the hay.
They
That's what I'll
fucked.
say. Well, listen.
They
Listen.
got it on. They
Stop.
were banging it out.
No.
They were
We had a nice roll in the hay.
quarantined.
Well, have you ever been called daddy in bed, Andrew?
Oh, yeah.
You like it?
Yeah.
I'm into it. Have you ever had that in Spanish?
No.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Try that.
Okay.
At one point, she goes, ay, papi. And I was like, yep. Say
More of
again.
that, yeah.
Como se dice en español, I'm finished. Because that's the hottest
How do you
thing
know
I've
the
ever
first
in my
half of
life.
that sentence, but you don't know the second half?
I know how to say como se
I
dice.
know.
I took sophomore English.
Okay.
Spanish.
Sophomore English?
I passed sophomore English. And Spanish. I'm trying to brag.
But I mean...
I know sign language.
Oh, okay. Yeah?
This is babysit in sign language.
Oh.
And this is not.
Is that what you that's roll in the hay?
That's roll in the hay.
I want to roll in the hay with your kids.
If you want to say you want to babysit someone's children, that's all I'm saying.
I want to roll in the hay.
I want to your children. It's not a good. So
That's why Cory's not allowed to live near a school.
I can just teach him that.
Yeah, it's fine. You can live here, but
what happened with that one? Oh, you
I don't know. I was messing you up. I don't know.
That's
People ask for more heckling.
I no kids, but I do live with a 6-year-old currently as we speak. Not the same girl as that last joke from 2 years ago. I live with a 6-year-old girl, and she's super sweet. Not just me and her. That's important to the story. I rent my house out to a couple. They have a 6-year-old daughter. We all share the home together. I live in this studio apartment in the backyard. That's the situation. I'm on the road doing comedy typically, but not lately. Lately I've been home a lot, and she's been asked a lot of questions. Right? She's very sweet. My name's Cory, and she calls me Coey, right? Because she can't say her R's because she's an idiot. She's got a small brain and super retarded. It's sad.
Oh, that's mean.
Anyway, she's very sweet. Lots of questions. Coey. Do you have a girlfriend? Which is oh no, because I don't want one. Which is what you tell people when you can't get a girlfriend.
Brandy Lee, being choked is fun.
Oh boy.
Hey. Just put one PayPal donation toward better internet.
It's not that bad, right?
It's
pretty good.
It's not bad. I don't think so.
I don't know.
Listen, it's the apocalypse.
Someone's talking
Everybody's
about
watching
internet.
too much porn right now,
Everybody's
so
online right now.
yeah.
We're doing pretty good. We rented a studio. Well, we're giving it by friends. If you give us money, we rented the studio.
Yeah. If you give us enough money, we rented it. If not,
money, then we borrow the studio.
He's like, wait, I'm working for free right now.
He's in the room. Anyway. Oh, the girl that I live, she's very sweet. She does have lots of questions. She's like, you have a girlfriend? No, because I don't want one. And, recently, she was so confused. She's like, Coey, if you don't have a girlfriend, then why did I see you get into the shower with a ghoul? Which is oh, that's a great question, right? Because that ghoul was dirty.
Because we were banging.
Dirty ghoul. And I had to clean her privates, so. If you, she also has secrets, lots of secrets. Coey, I have a secret for you. I leaned down recently to listen, and her parents were in the room watching television. She goes, Coey, what were you doing to that ghoul in the driveway? I was like, oh, that's not a secret, that's a question. Also, I doubt you know what fingering is anyway, right? You guys finger at home, right? Got a finger, fellas. It's the best way to find the G spot. 2 knuckles in. Up a little bit. Size of a nickel. Feels like the inside of your cheek. Alright.
Do you want to give a demonstration?
I kind of,
Don't you?
Oh! Yeah. Well, I assume some guys don't know that. So they're going to be in their bathroom tonight going, holy shit. How about that?
That's what that
I
is?
didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was important. It's very important.
Am I wrong for liking the accent?
Does it have an accent?
Did you do a joke about, I don't know.
Coey?
Coey?
I don't know.
Maybe?
I know that people were asking you to try and do a Trump impersonation.
Oh, yeah, Bush impression.
Bush! Who was it? What was that all about?
Uh,
Practice it over there and then come back later. Go to the bathroom. That's all I got. I don't know. Is that really what we do? What am I to do with Monica Lewinsky?
There's a war on terror. Terror.
Alright, well that's pretty good. Someone said they were going to donate if you did that.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I hope
Well,
that comes to fruition.
Well,
I gotta clean this up. I feel bad about it.
Yeah, dirty.
It's dirty.
There are probably kids.
Andrew, do you know the hardest part about dating a squirter? Introducing her to your mom.
I don't.
I introduced her to my mom. My mom
But
was like,
how
oh
do
my
you?
God, she really likes you. She was gushing all
Oh,
over you. And I
God.
was like, all right.
Right.
You have no idea.
That was not even the half of it. The
Some
hardest
of you
part about
know
dating a
that I
squirter
teach
is
high school. That's what I
okay, he's just gonna talk over me.
Sounded so-
Oh, I'm closer to the mic.
Do you have a
No, I just thought, what is the hardest part about dating a squirter is
Mhm.
changing the bed sheets every day.
Yeah, you gotta get tarps.
Yeah, yeah.
Someone in we do a comedy class. We teach a comedy class. I can't believe it works, but someone wrote a joke. It was a great joke. You might be watching right now. Very, very funny guy. He said they should make tarps that look like shingles.
Okay.
Put them on your house.
Sure.
Looks like shingles.
Okay,
Good one,
that's
right?
pretty funny.
Yeah.
Someone called you Mr. Clean.
Oh yeah. Professor X. I can walk now. It's a whole thing.
Do Matt Hasselbeck impression.
Matt Hasselbeck. You guys remember him? Seahawks. People were like, "You look like Matt Hasselbeck." I'm like, okay. Just because we're both bald and we're both from Seattle, and we both make terrible decisions on the weekends.
And you've both been tackled by lots of black guys.
We've both been pinned down like lots of black men. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Doesn't mean we look alike. What I used to do is I'd say, "Hey, do we look alike right now?" It can't work without.
And then you would fall down. Yeah. It's the pruny fingers. Never clean it up. Don't clean anything up.
All right.
Get it dirty for us.
Well, here we go.
Oh boy.
Teach high school.
Oh wow.
Honestly, I used to teach sex ed. First year of teaching, I taught sex ed. And
Those who can't.
well, I had gone to a conservative Christian college.
Were you still a virgin when you started teaching?
I was still a virgin.
So you're
Yeah,
like,
they had me
this
teach
goes
that.
in there, I think.
They
I
knew
don't
more
know.
than me.
Yeah.
They knew way more than me. I was like, could you slow down? I'm taking notes here.
Which part's the clitoris?
Inside of
Oh,
a
we
sheep?
don't know that.
All right, I'll try it. But
The clitoris is in the back of the throat.
here, I'll help you, Andrew. If you don't know where the clitoris is, here's some help.
Oh, you're pulling the hood
There you
back.
go.
I get it. I've heard that on television or something.
I taught world history.
Yeah.
I currently substitute teach, which is like so much better than teaching full time. But teaching full time was okay. I taught world history for 12 years. Some people watching may have been in my class. Teaching world history was fun. Teaching world history allowed me to teach things like race issues. That's extremely important in America right now. I think we should all learn
Yeah.
about race issues.
Huh.
I also recognize I'm not really the right guy
Chinese virus.
to teach about race. Like, who am I going to tell?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, super
Bald
bald,
guy.
super white dude.
From
I look
Everett.
like I'm one neck tattoo away from a hate crime right now. Like,
Ooh. What kind of hate crime?
you know,
I remember when you were a student teacher, not even a full-blown teacher yet.
was that Amber?
Amber,
I had a feeling.
Corey, we both
Amber.
worked at Cascade High School. Tell a funny story, maybe specifically about Cascade High School.
Cascade, who is it?
Doggy?
Oh, Doggy Kasim.
Yeah.
He was a soccer coach, great coach, soccer coach. You know, if you didn't know that, he'll tell you. Just kidding, Doggy, you're a good dude. Great soccer coach. I don't know if we went at the same time. Probably at Farrell.
We'll think of some.
Farrell was
stories.
Farrell. Mike Farrell roast jokes would be fun, but they're very inside, so I'll tell them specifically to message you. We got anything I should?
Come to Orlando with Andrew Blowfield. I don't know.
That'd be great.
Someone
We'd love
keeps
to go
calling.
to Florida.
I don't know if we're allowed
I
to
don't
leave
think
the
Florida's
house.
going to exist
Yeah.
after this.
Yeah.
Because I heard that all the spring breakers have still been going to spring break on
Right.
the beaches. It's just going to fall off the map.
Thank God.
It's about time. I heard that the reason that we get all those stories about Florida is because they're the only ones that allow their like police blotter to be posted on the internet. So it seems like there's all these stories, but it's just because they're blotters on the internet.
Oh, okay.
Like if we had Ohio on the internet, we'd be like, oh, fucking people in Cincinnati are crazy.
Right.
I don't know if that's true. Someone call in.
Hello?
Teaching is a lot of you know that I teach. I taught for years.
Donald
years
from
and
Queens,
years.
you're on the air.
Donald? I don't want to talk to Donald.
Yeah, the Mexicans are stealing our.
Have we earned it yet?
If you come to LA, beers on me.
LA. I mean, we want to go to all these places. I promise you. We do.
I mean,
I'll tell a few more jokes and then we'll get back together and maybe respond to some of this stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know if
Q&A.
there's questions or anything like that we could respond to.
But if you could start, I don't know, start writing some down. But I don't know if anybody's asking.
I don't
Ask
know.
questions.
Yeah.
We'll do a Q&A if you ask questions. I'll give you a little space right now because we need time to get those questions in advance. I'll tell some teaching jokes. Teaching's a fun gig. Teaching's good. Substitute teaching is like so much better than teaching full time because I am not trying to make a difference anymore, right? I'm just trying to make it through a full day and not let any kids eat peanuts and get catch up on Shameless on Netflix. That's a good day as a sub. Kids still have a lot of questions. They don't care that I'm a substitute teacher, right? They're just like, oh my God, can you? And I gotta be like, God damn it, what do you want? I'm in season 6, and Lip is about to bang a super hot girl. Can we hurry this up? They're nosy, the elementary school kids. That's why I only sub for high school. I don't want to be around elementary school kids because they're too nosy and they're there all day long. Those aren't two good combinations. I substitute taught for a friend of mine who was sick for 5 days. On the first day, I didn't prepare very well. I didn't pee before school started, right? I didn't even think about it. I didn't think it was going to be an issue. But then like 4 hours into the day, I'm like looking for Gatorade bottles and cupboards. And that's not going to work out very well, right? He took his pee-pee out under the desk. Like, how did you know? It looked like mine. All right, that's disrespectful, right? Don't try and pee in a Gatorade bottle, by the way. That's not a great... Like, if you're on the road and you're driving, just stop and go to the bathroom. I tried to pee in a Gatorade bottle last year when I was on the road doing comedy, and that's when I learned that I pee 17 ounces. I'd never had to measure it before, and I'm pretty glad I had leather seats.
Because it spilled out over the...
Oh, yeah, it's gotta love my seats. Also, they're nosy, those elementary schools. They're, you know what, 5 days in a row at elementary school. On the 5th day, a kid walked right up to me, and he's like, I Googled you last night. And I was like, oh, hell no. What did you learn about me? And he goes, you're a comedian. And I go, oh, that's true. And he goes, how's that going for you? Oh, not great. Good comedians live in New York or L.A. I've been in your classroom every day this week, and I'm in a warehouse this Friday night doing jokes for no audience. So it's not going great. Substitute teaching is, high school is the best, right? Because what happens is you get a phone call in the morning, and you wake up to that phone call, and you're like, all right, where am I going today? And a lot of times, it is gym teaching, and that is so great. We love teaching gym class because I'm like, oh, I'm just going to wear these sweats. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even going to shower, and I'll still smell better than these punks. A couple weeks ago, when school was still in session, I got a call in the morning. It was like, hey, come to our school. You're going to teach PE. And I got there, and I was super excited until they told me I needed to substitute teach for yoga class first period. That's not a great, I don't want to substitute teach in yoga class. Because I'll bend over and they'll make fun of me for sure. Like, I'll fart. That's the best case scenario. Because I'm farting when I bend over. I want to do that. And they're like, you still have to, you're here, you have to do this. You can't leave. And I was like, all right, here's a thing that you probably haven't considered. This is not a class for freshmen. It's 100% upper level, you know what I mean? It's 18-year-old senior girls in yoga pants practicing downward-facing dog while I'm practicing backwards-facing teacher. Fuck this shit. I'm not going down like this, Lululemon.
I wrote that joke.
These are gray sweatpants. $10. OnlyFans.com/Cory Michaelis. You guys are a good audience.
Can you tell? They are pretty
I gotta
good.
be honest, not all audiences are great when we go to comedy clubs. So it's kind of nice to not have people here heckling. Recently, I had to punch a heckler in the face. I know. And you know what? She deserved it. Because I feel like it was obviously an adult man and he deserved it. I was performing.
Well, she was pretty cocky in that wheelchair, you know.
I was. Yeah, she just.
I missed that.
You know what I mean?
It was not
She.
funny.
Oh, that's right. I used to say. She didn't have to be like. She could have just rolled her way out. You know. Anyway. Here's what happened. I had already performed. I was done performing. And Christina Pajitsky was on stage. That's Tom Segura's wife. If you don't know, sorry. Tom Segura is her husband. I don't want to get it wrong. Time's up. Respectful. So anyway, Mrs. Tom Segura was on stage. Did anybody get that? And I was in the back booth. I was just sending pictures of my penis to girls on Snapchat. Bad idea. And this guy was getting kicked out of the comedy club.
Oh.
And I followed him, and I was videoing it because I was like, you know what? That's how you become famous now. Things go viral on the internet. Not this show, but other things go viral on the internet. I'm going to take a video, and maybe I'll become famous that way. And I got outside, and I said, hey, you know what did this dude do? And they go, oh, he called his server a C word 3 times. And I go, in a row? I don't know why I asked that. I don't think that's important to the story, right? I do think it would be weird if he was like, cunt, I'm out of here. You know what I mean? I guess we're probably not going to get ads on this, right? You can say cunt. Right. I'm quoting somebody else, so that's fine, right? I was really angry with this guy. Like, I couldn't believe that he had called one of my favorite servers, favorite people. Her name's Arlene. She works at Tacoma Comedy Club. She's amazing. That name. And so I said, dude, you got to get out of here. And he goes, I want to fight the bartender. And I was like, Tommy, the bartender? He would love to fight you. But he can't because he works here. I don't work here, and I won't hesitate to knock you out. And then I shit my pants a little bit because I've never been in a fight before. Not once. I've been beat up a bunch. That's different than being in a fight. I've never been an active participant in a fight, is what I'm saying. Maybe because I fight like this. Should start fighting differently. This guy came running at me. I ducked, hit him one time, and he took a nap on the sidewalk. I was immediately apologizing as he fell. I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I've never done this before. What do we do now? His girlfriend came running over, picked him up, and goes, God damn it, Ethan, like it happens every night. It was just a weird situation. Like, I didn't know. I was worried about this woman coming back. I was worried and nervous about the cops showing up. I've never had an interaction with them, obviously. And none of that happened. So we drank and had fun, and all my friends were asking questions like, does your hand hurt? And I was like, my hand doesn't hurt. Like, oh, wow, you know where to hit a guy? And I was like, yeah. No, I don't know where to hit a guy, and I still do not, because my eyes were closed the whole time. Anyway, my point is, take care of your servers and wait staff.
They don't have any servers.
Tacoma Comedy Club. They do. Go to their GoFundMe and support our favorite club and our home club and the best comedy club in the States. I have a shirt that I'll give away for someone who gave some money to the Venmo or PayPal. We're going to give some of this money to Tacoma Comedy Club servers, their GoFundMe as well, because we want to support and reach that level. I think they're at 13,000 or the 15,000. They're so close to reaching their goal, so we want to help out. I'll give away a shirt and mail it to you. I have Community Collage. I have Collage Graduate. That one is Wazoo colors for anybody who went to Washington State University, and I have Collage Dropouts as well. I didn't do the joke. If you don't know the joke, I think it's still kind of funny. I think it still makes sense. So
No, it doesn't.
I'm not doing the joke.
Thank God.
We'll do one more. Oh, we got somebody here.
Oh, hey, what's up?
I'll do one more joke. It's kind of fun. Is that Sean? Oh. Do one more joke. I do substitute teach, and I typically do it in a high school classroom. I will substitute teach in an elementary school, but on one condition and one condition alone. If the class is a class of kids with special needs, they are the happiest and the sweetest kids I've ever met in my life, and I love being in those classrooms. Recently, I substitute taught in an elementary school class with an 8-year-old boy named George. And he is so sweet. We spent a lot of time together over the last few weeks, and he's the best. But on the first day I subbed in my class, I did not know a lot about him. I learned that he was blind and had some other special needs, and he was just so sweet. But I understood he must not want. He doesn't want to speak to me because he's never met an adult that randomly walked into the classroom. Must be really awkward for him. So I gave him some space. I walked away, and out of nowhere he yelled out, "I had a play date with Chloe yesterday." I came back and I was like, "All right, how was it?" And he goes, "It was fun." And he goes, "Do you know who Chloe looks like?" And I was like, "No." And he goes, "Me neither." Bop, bop, bop. And I was like, "What the fuck just happened?
Can you do that dance
Did you just set me up for that shit, George?" You're 8, and you're making me feel inadequate about both of my jobs at the same time, as is Andrew. You guys are great. This was super fun. And not over yet, though. We got some more things coming up, because I know you guys have said some things via the comment section that we want to respond to. So just give us a couple minutes, maybe 5, and we'll come back and respond to some of your questions. Hit it!
Roll tape.
Birds, snakes, and airplane. Many fruits is not afraid. I have a hurricane, listen to yourself, turn world to its own needs, dumb to your own needs, beat it up and not speak front, no straight, done loud, structure clatter with fear, fight down, high fire, and a fire, representative, engage in the government for hire, and a combat site, that's what's coming in a hurry with the fears beating down your neck. Team my team opponents, Donald Trump, Kevin Crop, look at that, no planes, fine, yes, overflow, population, common, people, introduce, save yourself, world, to its own needs, listen to your heart, breathe, dummy, with the right, and the right, and the right, patriotic, slam, rock, keep it, great sight, it's the end of the world, as we know it, it's the end of the world, as we know it, it's the end of the world, as we know it, I feel fine. 6 o'clock, TV hour of your cotton board, tower, section, bird, return, listen to yourself, churn, locking in, uniform, and foot, burning, black, ready, every bird, escalate, I don't put a cigarette, light a candle, light a bird, step down, watching go, crush, this means no fear, cavalier, renegade, steer clear, turn them in, fly, offer me solutions, offer me alternatives, and odds, decline, it's the end of the world, as we know it, it's the end of the world, as we know it, it's the end of the world, as we know it, I feel fine. Continental drifted by mountain, say that I'm like land, earth, burn, sun, yeah, grass, half, plenty, Bruce and Lester Banks, birthday party, cheesecake, jelly bean, boom, symbiotic, patriotic, slam, button, that, right, it's the end of the world, as we know it, it's the end of the world, as we know it, it's the end of the world, as we know it, I feel fine. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. I feel fine. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. I feel fine. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. I feel fine.
Free.
I mean, it's free on the internet right now. You can
Still working right now. Leave us alone. Get around. Hey, you used to do a bit about it.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a standard joke.
Oh, hey.
Every time we do if I'm at a show and
That's great.
I go request and he sits in the front.
I mean, it's so great that we came here. We couldn't have done this without
Justin,
Brown. Everybody. Justin Brown. All right.
Um,
So we got a few comments.
Someone
questions.
requested Cory in the. I don't know how they knew I brought it, but
They didn't. I don't think they knew.
no, it's usually
That's hilarious.
it's hanging on my wall usually.
They asked how much to get me into this skirt.
Well, I mean it's free on the internet already,
For free.
but if you
Well,
want
tonight, I don't know, $10, $20, $20.
$20.
All right.
So it's got to be skirt in the
Who
comment or
is?
something.
Well, you let us know if someone does.
Yeah,
Says,
just
hey,
say
here's
this is for the skirt.
I'll take the pants off and put the skirt on for $20.
Oh boy,
All right, let us
Hang
know,
on.
Justin, if it happens.
$20 Canadian work.
$20 Canadian does not work. It's
Um,
already my $20.
So I collected a few things we can kind of joke about. What is the first thing you want to do when this is over? If it ever.
Fun. I
Yeah.
literally want to just hang out with my parents. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to hang out with them while I might have been exposed.
Right. Yeah.
You know? Or I don't want to expose myself to
Yourself.
them when I hang out with them.
Yeah. Hey, for
No
$20,
exposing.
he will expose himself.
What about you? What you got?
I don't know. It just human contact is. Thanks for touching. This is good. Human. I just want to hug strangers consensually. You know. I don't have any. I'm excited to get to go to a gym again because like right now I'm kind of figuring out like I'm like googling prison workouts and like trying to figure out.
You're making prison wine and doing
Yeah,
prison
yeah,
workouts?
Yeah. Well, I have a pull-up bar, but it's not that great.
You can't pull up.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I gotta start somewhere. Thank you. I was like, how am I gonna?
We got the
We got a
donation for the. Or we got a buyer for the grass skirt.
That
Rachel.
was easy.
Rachel, I don't know who Rachel is, but which
Rachel Lorendo? No.
Rachel Miller.
Rachel Miller.
Oh, Rachel.
Shout out to
Big
Rachel
fan,
Miller.
Rachel Miller. All right, here we go.
All right. You gonna do it on camera? Oh boy.
Oh,
this
well,
is,
yeah.
Okay, you're right.
Is that allowed on
I
Facebook?
don't know.
It's just underwear.
It's just fine.
Justin's going like.
So the FCC won't let me be.
There's a delay. I'll step off the camera.
Yeah, yeah,
please. All right. What's next?
An embarrassing sex story.
Never had one. Sex.
Never had sex. Never had sex. I have a story about Cory.
Oh,
He's
neat.
changing. Oh, neat. Do you know which one I want to tell?
Spokane?
Yeah.
All right.
Is that okay to say?
Sure.
So
It was like 5 years
this is
ago.
before Spokane Comedy Club even opened.
That's
So,
Yeah, we were doing a show at
Uncle D's
Uncle
Comedy Underground
D's.
upstairs.
I gave her an Uncle D upstairs.
No, you gave it to her downstairs.
That's true.
So, let's see. How does this start? After the show, you met a gal.
Met a gal.
You saw a gal you liked,
And her friend.
and her
I
friend.
forgot about her
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I didn't forget about her friend.
friend. Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Oh, do you
There
have
it
hula
is.
music you can play?
Alright.
Oh boy, that's cute.
Okay.
So how does it, so we go?
We went-
Hey, do you guys want to go grab a drink afterwards or whatever?
Yes. Karaoke.
We went to
Jared
karaoke.
Munson.
Yeah, there was a group of people.
Yep.
And you guys were getting all snuggly in the corner, and I was trying to keep this girl busy because this is her friend.
Yes.
So this girl was like, "So, like, tell me about your family." I'm like, "Oh." Or no, I messed up my own point. I haven't told this story in a minute. She's like, "Look at them, they're getting all cuddly," and I'm like, "Oh, tell me about your family."
There we go.
Yeah, because she had a bunch of kids. So then I'm like, "Hey, let's como si se get out of here." So I'm like, "Hey, let's." The girls are like, "Hey, why don't we go back to my house? We can stop and grab beers." Right? So we
Yep.
stop at the gas station. We go have some drinks. The way I recall it, this will be fun. This will be a fun part of this. So the way I recall, we all kind of congregate in the living room for a minute. Your gal decides to give you a tour of the place.
Yeah.
So we're sitting on the couch with a social distance. Before it was cool. I've been social distancing way before it was. This gal was into me, and I was just trying to keep her a little occupied, and I'm sure she's wonderful. I was not into it at the time. So we're on the couch, and you guys come back in the room, and you go, "Oh, you guys are you're too scared to sit next to each other." You sound some kind of joke like that.
No, I was trying to encourage.
Yeah. Maybe you're like, and so I go like, "Oh no, we're cool," and you go, "Oh, excuse me, oh, leave the room." You're just looking for a way to get out of the room.
Like, no,
No, please don't go.
Yeah.
So you guys leave. You're downstairs, and I'm thinking like, "Oh, great, perfect." I just got to stall for like 15, 20 minutes, and then we just get out of here, you know? And so she's just sweet lady, and she's pretty inebriated also. That plays into my decision to not engage. Yeah. So she's pretty inebriated, and because she starts repeating questions, that's when you go like, "Oh, you're blacked out right now." She's like, "So tell me how you got started in comedy, blah, blah." I'm like, "Great, it's a super long story. We can tell you, I've told this 15 minutes long, blah, blah, blah." So she is getting handsy with me, and then she goes, I shouldn't have fallen for this, but she goes, "There's so much tension between us, we should just kiss right now, and then we know that we're not attracted to each other." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I'm not attracted to you, so we'll just kiss, and then you'll get it." So I give her a little kiss, and then she's like, "I wish you weren't such a good kisser." And I was like, "Oh, that was obviously going to happen."
Seems like a lie.
Very talented. I made that part of the story up. Anyway, I'm great in before bed. So then it's like maybe like 20 minutes or, and I'm like, "Oh, where's the bathroom?" And I go run downstairs, and I check on Cory. Nothing, I don't hear anything. So I'm like, all right. So I run back upstairs. And there was an island in the kitchen.
She kind of chased you around.
Yeah, I remember that. She was like, she kept just kind of getting closer and walking, and I'm kind of like I'm just kind of like going around, and she at one point was she was like, "Oh, you have great fingernails," and I didn't get the reference at the time, but like when she wanted me to finger her meatloaf, and my girlfriend would say, "Meatloaf." So then we're running around Looney Tunes in it. Spend another like 20 minutes, and I'm like, "Boy, I gotta run downstairs and check on Cory real quick." I go down, and I hear some action going on, a lot of talking, dirty talk going. I'm like, "Great! Now that they've actually got it started, it should only be a couple more minutes, right?" So then I go back upstairs and run around after a while. And I came back one time. I think it was the third time I went down. So after we stalled for a minute, I know this guy does not know how to wrap it up.
I wrap it up.
But, well, yeah, thankfully. That's why he's never met his kids. So I go downstairs, and there's no more noise. And this has been about an hour and a half. I'm like, "Quit showing off." So I go downstairs, like, "Oh, they're done finally." So I knock on the door.
I presume the whole time you were enjoying yourself upstairs.
Right.
So
that's the important content. You're not that much of a jerk. You're not like, "Hey, wait for me for 2 hours."
Right.
Yeah. Which I would. I
So
did.
You knocked.
So I knock. Yeah, there's a lot of like, shuffling.
Yeah.
Close, and you kind of crack the door, and you go, "Oh," and I go, "Hey, anytime, ready to go."
Right,
and
right.
you're like, "Oh, yeah, we fell asleep. Sorry, just give me 5 minutes." I go, "Oh, okay." So I come back upstairs. The other girl is passed out in her bedroom.
Perfect.
And it's great. So I'm like, "Oh, take your time now. This is easy." And then you come back 5 minutes. You're still putting your shoes on. You're like, "Yeah, sorry, man. We just fell asleep." And I go, "Oh, do you usually whisper 'you're so tight' in your sleep?" And then just the look on his face, like, you got me, you know. And that was my favorite story. And then for the next like weeks, probably I would make fun of you.
Yeah, a lot of public making fun of me with that hashtag.
I go
and
hashtag you're so tight. I'd tell people to go to his
Free
shows and
Cory,
yell.
message
Yeah.
Cory.
So if you ever want to get his attention, go hashtag you're so tight. And then, but you were the thing that I always admired is that you were such a good sport because you were like, I mean, I'm an idiot. Yeah. And then you flew home. You didn't even drive home with me to from Spokane. You were like, can I catch a flight? And I was like, yeah, I don't want you in my car right now, so get the fuck out of here. So that's a pretty good sex story. I mean, that's about Cory necessarily.
For the $25, you gotta do the coconuts.
Oh, 25 more for the coconuts. All right.
Oh,
right.
shit.
Got it.
Shit. Hope no one wants to see me naked.
This is getting inappropriate.
And then an extra $5 if you dance a little hula.
Ah,
Oh,
extra
hula
five by
music?
dancing the hula.
Absolutely.
All right. What's the next one? What's the next thing we got there?
Oh, I was going to tell my embarrassing sex story.
Oh yeah, is it quicker than?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, we're losing people.
Well. Alright. Long story short, I was getting a STD test in Indianapolis. And the guy is like inspecting my penis. And he's
This
just
was
making...
before or after the STD test?
Oh boy. During, I think. That's what he told me the test was, but... And he goes, hey, Washington license, what are you doing in Indianapolis? I'm like, oh, I'm a comedian. He goes, it's got to be great. And I'm like, most of the time.
Most weekends.
And then he's like, oh.
Good point.
Yeah. Chlamydia.
All right,
Oh,
there
boy.
she is.
They don't-
Almost big enough.
All right. That's pretty hot.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
All right. What do we got next? Oh.
From the ocean, shining in the sun.
This is not good.
This
Is it staying on the internet?
Yeah, hang on.
when I see it.
This was for 5?
X-ray.
This is 5 extra. I should have done this part. For 5?
Those little pearly shells for every grain.
Hey.
All right, that's good.
That's pretty hot.
You're welcome, whoever, whatever. What's next?
Or we are sorry. Probably talk about the bomb shelter guy a little bit.
Yeah, bomb
If
shelter.
you're familiar with any of my jokes, my dry bar special, that joke has like 3 million views. And,
Too many.
yeah. It's a guy I met with a bomb shelter. He lives in Spokane. He's a prepper.
A lot of Spokane.
And we spent a lot of time, a lot of good memories in Spokane. A lot of bad memories in Spokane. But,
Reverend Bart on
Reverend
Facebook.
Bart on Facebook. He does a Reverend Bart Sunday sermon. And the last time, so I chat with him about all this stuff going on, and he said, if this was as bad as they think it's gonna be, I'd be jerking off to CNN instead of typing this message. So one person's not that worried about it. But
How do we know he's not doing that?
well, he's got to type
Yeah,
one hand maybe.
I guess so.
Pretty fast. And Bart used to be a bouncer at a strip club.
A strip club called State Line, which is on the state line of Idaho and Washington, which allows them to have on one side a bar and on one side a strip club.
Yeah.
If you go to State Line and you're a customer, the dancers often will ask you if it's okay if they take your top off. And then you say yes.
And you go only for $25. Got a hula.
So check out State Line. Also check out an interview on Stripper Whisper
Ah.
of Reverend Bart,
Yeah.
former DJ, maybe current sometimes DJ
Sometimes.
at a strip club. It's a great
Are strip
interview.
clubs open? Probably not.
In Portland,
In Seattle, there's 6 feet dances anyway.
That's
so,
right.
yeah.
So maybe they can be. But in Portland, I think a few were staying open till like the last
Well, that's
minute. But I think
possible.
they have to close
Yeah,
at this point because they're technically bars, and
Oh,
restaurants.
yeah.
So
This is essential services.
it's tough. We'll
Yeah.
Well, obviously we'll strip free on the internet.
Yeah.
So.
Stripper
What else
Whisperer
we got?
with Reverend Bart. Fuck, Marry, Kill. The cast of Friends. So, Fuck, Marry, Kill. Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer Aniston. And Joey.
Oh.
So, I'm gonna fuck Joey.
Obviously.
and kill Jennifer Aniston, and then I'll just marry Joey again.
All right, I will. Wait, why do we have two of the same?
know,
All right,
it's-
Courtney Cox,
Hey,
Jennifer Aniston, Ross.
okay.
Why are we using the real
I
names?
don't
know
know. I don't know because we don't know.
I'll kill Ross.
David Schwimmer.
Marry Jennifer Aniston. I assume you're having sex with her if you're married to her.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
People have sex when they're married, right? And, fuck-
We've been married for 10 years,
Cox,
so
I
we're
guess?
coming up on 100.
That's an old joke. That one.
One place you need to stay open.
You said Chipotle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty important. I don't live in the radius of the delivery, so I'm really nervous about that. I don't know what I'm going to do to get. I guess I'm just going to drive to a corner
They just got white queso.
and just. Oh, I'm so excited about the white queso. I get a little bit turned on every time that commercial comes on. Anytime I see white queso, I get turned on.
Yeah, like, I got some white queso of my own.
Oh boy. And I just need to drive to a location and order. Not location, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, hang out in
And
the
drop
corner.
myself on the corner.
I'm not allowed near the house.
What else we got?
Any poop stories? Have you pooped yourself?
Yeah.
You pee in Gatorade bottles?
Yeah, pee in Gatorade bottle. I never pooped in Gatorade bottle. I mean,
it's gotta be a
that's very difficult.
smaller target there.
I mean, people, I don't know. People that talk about, like, never pooping themselves. I think that's crazy. Like, a little bit. You can't. When I taught, you have 50 minutes and then 5, and then 50 minutes and then 5. There's often times where during that 50, I had to go. And I can't leave the room, so I just have to wait for that 5-minute increment.
I'm gonna teach
So
the rest of class
sometimes
sitting down.
It got a little bit sketchy. So,
But during that 5 minutes,
if you were
they're
in my
the-
class, there's a good chance that they would poop in my pants while I was teaching.
But
in
it's,
class.
so it's
A little
5
bit.
minutes, but it's while they're getting.
They're a passing period
Right.
too.
So they could be waiting in your classroom, and then what if you have to take like a 10-minute?
Then
You
that's
just
I'm in trouble,
out of
a
luck.
little bit of trouble then, but that's a better risk than just leaving the room halfway through.
Sure.
So I'd risk hopefully it's faster than 5 minutes.
But if they're already there, wouldn't
It's
that
a
be
little bit
safer?
better.
Maybe.
That's why I would
Okay.
go during the
Oh,
break.
okay. All right.
It's, oh, you mean if they're already there?
They're already in the classroom as opposed to checking in and then being like, "Where's our teacher?"
I mean, I would just assume they leave at that point.
They're like, "He's gone. We're gone too."
I feel like I could excuse it better with the higher ups. If
Okay.
it was like passing period, like, hey, I tried to hustle and I just couldn't get back in time. But if I just like left halfway through, they'd be like, that's not great.
Okay. You gotta stay here for 20 minutes. Tell us about Hawaii.
It
How
was great.
Hawaii?
Next.
It's a good story. I met
Do
a
you
girl that didn't want
Oh,
to
do you hate Iowa? Someone asked me.
Oh,
if you hate
yeah.
Iowa.
Why do you hate Iowa?
Yes, we do. Next.
Okay.
No, there's like only one club there.
Yeah, there's one in Cedar Rapids or Grand Rapids.
When this all ends, we will come.
We're gonna.
we'll
We're,
tour
if you
together.
share this with your friends, we can be famous enough to tour anywhere.
Love it.
How do you get your inspiration for jokes? How do you, what's the process of creation? How long before from book to stage? How long from stage to completion?
Yeah, I have good. There's a good open mic right by my house on Monday nights that I'll go try new things occasionally, and then a lot of times new stuff is just inserted in between, in the middle of
Shit
stuff that already
sandwich.
works. Yeah, make a shit sandwich. So good shit, and then good, and then trying. That's what I did tonight. But I just all shit, a little bit of bread on the ends. And no, but I think it's just mostly walking through life. For me, substitute teaching. And then I think there's a lot of, I think we do more than people realize research, like Googling stuff that we think about. Oh, what is that? And then learning about it.
Mhm.
And then being like, oh, okay, that makes sense in this joke. Like recently with you, you Googling, like, I don't know, maybe you're Googling, like, toilet wine or whatever. What do people do in prison?
Yeah.
Just to get
Yeah.
thoughts on, like, oh, that's what a typical prison
Yeah, that
reference
one
might
led me
be.
down some interesting YouTube videos. I was like, oh, that's what they do in prison. That's very exciting. Look at those fellas. They sure are
Good
in
for
love.
them.
Yeah.
Is anybody watching anymore?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool. Thanks.
Do you have your best show and your worst show?
This
I
is
know my
getting
worst
there.
show immediately.
No,
I
this is
know.
really fun. Oh, do you?
I remember it was so devastating. I mean, I've got a million terrible stories that
Right.
we'll bring out, but is Canada, Oregon, the Triple Run.
Oh, yeah.
It's my first time performing out of Washington State.
Did that.
I showed up and they I wasn't really good, so they were like heckling me.
Canita Resort.
Yeah. And a lady I was like 20 minutes into my 30-minute set, and there was a lady at the very front table, and she turned to her friends but didn't lower her voice and said, if he doesn't get off stage soon, I'm going to run up there and unplug the microphone. And I was like, 8 minutes left.
Well, that's my time. Yeah, how much was soon?
Yeah.
Did she come up and
No. Well, I was like, hey, fuck you.
I'll talk.
I didn't have it. And then Mike Wally came up and called everyone a cunt, and then they all laughed. And, it was good.
My worst was my first time featuring. So similar, it was in Washington, and it was
like just yesterday.
Yakima, Washington, but not what Yakima. What's that little?
Sela.
Sela. I was in Sela performing, and it was at a golf course for a guy's birthday party, and he was being surprised by the show, and so they sat him next to us, and then surprised him. We came up, hey, it's gonna be a comedy show. And he didn't understand like a show. He thought like roasting him or like.
Oh,
so he just stayed in the stool next to us, like drunkenly, like this is great, you know. And
so he's like on a stool,
here,
and you're like telling jokes.
And I'm like trying to tell jokes, and it's bomb, little 6, 7, 8-year-old kids running around in a golf course, well lit, like this is not great. And at one point I tell a joke, and then like people start laughing, and I was like, all right, okay, got him. And then got him for a little bit, and then they were gone again, and then I handed it over to Vince Valenzuela, a good local comic, and he headlined, and then I had to drive to the comedy club to do the late show. Right. So the next day he goes, did I tell you? Remember that time when everybody was laughing? And I was like, yeah, I recall. It was the only time. He goes, the guy pulled out a switchblade and was like jokingly holding it to your face or your neck, and I was like, oh, no, you didn't
that
happen to mention that.
Something that might have been worth bringing up
yesterday
in the middle of the show.
So that was my worst show ever.
What about a best show? Do you have a best show that stands out?
You know, honestly, a couple weekends ago, or last weekend at Tacoma Comedy Club, we did a 4:30 p.m. show. It was like the last show before all of this, and people were really itching to laugh, and it was pretty amazing, super great. So those afternoon shows can work, especially when people think that this is the last comedy they're ever going to see.
Yeah.
This is all I'm going to see? All right, I better laugh.
Yeah, oh boy. Get it out.
Do you have a best?
I was just thinking about, performing with a couple different celebrities was great, but I headlined the North Bend Movie Theater a couple months ago. Actually, I went to high school in Snoqualmie, which is the next town over, and I grew up in North Bend, so it was like, I was like, who's the star quarterback now? You know, because it's 265 people, and it was self-produced, so so it was a really nice paycheck. I had a good time being at the show, and then killing, and then being like, this kind of works. What I became. Can, like, bring people to and also like, hey, maybe my career's I can tour and make some money, and then they're like, no more touring.
Hey,
I was just
figured it out.
Yeah. Any other interesting things before we get to our closer here?
Oh yeah.
Kind of.
Anything else, Justin? We got one more thing.
Anything you particularly?
What's that? Shut up.
I got my fur coat. If we have a donation, I'll get shirtless into that thing.
I think let's just wrap it up.
This last thing is here. I'll take it.
It's so cheap for the people.
Best part, worst part about being a comedian. I mean, right now is feels like the worst, but also we have some ingenuity. We feel like, so we don't freak out when stuff goes awry, and so holy shit, he didn't even get offered.
This is my pimp,
but
absolutely.
I hope that gets extra because that's amazing. This is the worst part about it.
Successful.
So yeah, we just try and come up with new ways to entertain and perform, and this was our idea this time.
CVS receipt.
Is that a
For the
coincidence?
paper, yeah. Just I didn't know it. It's very funny.
So the best part is just being able to have, because of the internet, to be honest, we have dry bar specials, and that's some other things that we've done on the internet that has allowed us to go ahead and be people that hardly anybody knows, and still make a pretty good living.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool that comedy is at a point where we're allowed to do that, and the internet and people who have seen us on the internet and then see us live have allowed that to happen. So I was teaching high school for a long time, and I loved that. It was close to the right thing for me, but it wasn't perfect. And now I get to do stand-up comedy, teach a little bit of comedy, and I still substitute teach 1 or 2 days a week. And like now I kind of feel like that's the career in life that is perfect. And if this never changed and it was just like this, that'd be great. But the hope is that it'll get better and better.
Yeah.
So that's the best part.
The best part is, I mean, to me,
yeah.
it's like the audience feedback and stuff, but it's also like, it's hearing them laugh at your own original thought of like, I'm not crazy, right? Like we get to be on the same page, and I'm like, I told you they're coming for us, or the Martians, or what, whatever.
He does say that joke. Yeah. And the worst is just we don't get to perform live right now.
Yeah.
So this was fun. This was great. This is cool.
It'll be interesting
I can't wait to be able to
write new stand-up jokes, but not be able to really get honest feedback on them for a couple months here.
Yeah.
Without like, oh, ha ha ha, but like
because we're used to
like a crowd of people. I mean, you heard the new jokes, right? Yeah. Pretty good.
We got one more money request.
Oh, money request.
Probably for Cory.
$10 for another George Bush impression.
Another George Bush impression?
Like a real one.
A real one?
I love this guy. He really wants the George Bush impression.
I gotta give Tom what he wants.
If he was president right now, if George Bush was president right now, how would he be reacting to the coronavirus?
See. I know, it's so bad at brain. We're here. We will not let this Chinese virus divide us. We are all Americans, and that is one thing the virus cannot take from us, right? What is our spirit? And Daddy, I invaded.
I'm dead.
Yeah. Well, if he were
George
dear Father, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Here's my impression of George Bush.
Great closer.
I'm gonna drive everywhere.
No, don't drive, George.
There's no one on the road. It's fine. You see the terror.
Turr. Let's put some music on.
The axis of evil.
Corona.
Andrew J. Rivers on whatever social media.
Mr. Cory Michaelis on whatever you want to follow me on. That was really fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We're going to leave that up for a minute.
Love
Have a good
you.
night.
Goodbye. Should we do this more or
Oh.
less? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
We'll decide.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm gonna hit you with an original.
It's still going.
I'm gonna hit you with an original song until Cory cuts off this live stream.
I'm leaving it. Yeah.
Ah, good suits. I'm just gonna leave this.
Well.
Alright, that's fine.
Can't you see I'm coming? Got like you should be rewarded. It's dangerous. Fine. There's no escape. I can't wait. I need it. Better get me in. It's dangerous. I'm loving it.
Going to the highest bidder. It's good quality. Bamboo.
Can't see your face.
Let's get away.